Hello everyone. Today we will study about last element of directing, that is communication, and what is the process of communication and what are the different types of communication. All of you know the general meaning of communication. It is sharing of ideas, information. Whatever information or ideas one person has in his mind, whatever he does to share that idea or information with other persons, that is termed as the communication. That he may share the idea in verbal form or in written form or by way of gestures or in the form of pictures. So all of you know that or communication plays a very key role in the success of a manager. In fact, directing abilities of a manager mainly depend upon his communication skills. That's why organization always emphasize on improving communication skills of managers as well as other employees. So, the general meaning of communication. Communication is a process of exchange of ideas, views, facts or feelings, etc. between or among people in order to create common understanding. It is a transfer of information from the sender to the receiver with the information being understood by the receiver. Process of communication. The process of communication, it involves elements like source, that means the sender. Encoding means the words or the pictures or the gestures that he is using to convey the information. Media or channel, that may be through phone, that may be through internet, that may be some social media. Receiver, the person who is receiving the information. Decoding, that means interpreting the information by the receiver to understand the meaning. Noise, if any hindrance is there in communication, that constitutes the noise. And feedback, the response given by the receiver to the sender, that he has understood the information. So, here is the communication process. Sender, message, encoding, then through some media, message will flow to the receiver end. At the receiver end, he will decode the message and will send him the feedback. And in the whole process, if any hindrance is there, that hindrance is termed as the noise. So, let us discuss these elements in brief. Sender means person who conveys his thoughts or ideas to the receiver. The sender represents source of communication, message, the ideas, feelings, suggestions, order, reports which the sender wants to share with the receiver. Encoding, process of converting the message into communication symbols, that may be some words, pictures, gestures, etc. Media, it is the path through which encoded message is transmitted to the receiver. Channel may be in written form, face-to-face, phone call, internet, etc. Decoding, it is a process of converting encoded symbols of the sender into information or meaning. Receiver, the person who receives communication of the sender. Next element is feedback. It includes all those actions of receiver indicating that he has received and understood message of sender. Noise means some obstruction or hindrance to communication. This hindrance may be caused due to sender, message or receiver. Like receiver may not be attentive or telephone connection may be disrupted. or there may be faulty encoding or faulty decoding of the message, and sometimes gestures and postures that may not be in accordance with the message, so that may distort the message. Now the types of communication in an organization. There are basically two types of communication, formal and informal. Formal communication. This communication flows through official channels designed in the organization structure, like communication between a superior and subordinate, communication between managers, communication between production head and the marketing head. This communication may be oral or written, but generally it is in written form. It is recorded and filed in the office to keep a record of this communication. It may further be classified as vertical and horizontal, like communication taking place between superior and subordinate. Superior is giving some instruction to the subordinate, or subordinate is communicating his performance to the superior. That will constitute what? Vertical communication. And the communication between the two persons at the same level, like if we talk about production manager and the marketing manager, they are at the same level in the organization structure. So if they share any information, that will be horizontal communication. Next is your informal communication. Communication that takes place in any direction without following the official channels, without following the formal lines of communication. It is generally referred to as grapevine because it spreads throughout the organization with its branches going out in all directions. You cannot find out the source of such communication. It arises out of the needs of the employees to exchange their views, which can't be done through formal channels. So it gives a psychological satisfaction to the employees. But then it results in spreading of rumors, that means unauthentic information. Example of informal communication, like workers chit-chatting in a canteen about the behavior of the superior, discussing about rumors that some employees are likely to be transferred. These are the examples of informal communication. And the main drawback or the merit both of informal communication is that it spreads very rapidly, but sometimes the main demerit is it can get distorted. It may not be in the original form. Now it depends on the management how it skillfully utilizes informal communication to fill the gaps in the formal communication. Sometimes grapevine channels may be helpful as they carry information rapidly and therefore may be useful to the manager at times. Like you want instant feedback of the subordinates, or you want to spread some information to the give some information to the subordinates throughout the organization quickly, then informal channels you can make use of. Informal channels are used by the managers to transmit information so as to know the reactions of his or her subordinates. An intelligent manager should make use of the positive aspects of informal channels and try to minimize the negative aspects of this channel of communication. That's all for the day. Thank you. Have a good day.